Hi everyone, Derek Hooper here. I'm out on the golf course here at Lake of Isles and I've missed the green to the right and I've unfortunately found myself in a plugged lie in the bunker. Now, there's a couple of things to keep in mind if I'm going to have success with this shot. Number one is when I normally play a bunker shot, I open the club face to increase the bounce so the club will tend to skid through the sand. On this particular shot, I don't want that to happen, because I need the club to get down into the sand so it can get under the golf ball to make it pop up in the air. So in this case, what I want to do is I actually want to close the club face. Now I know that seems a little strange that I would close the club face when I'm trying to hit the ball up in the air, but the reason that I would do that is in closing the face, I take the bounce off the club so the leading edge now digs into the sand and it can get down under this ball so that the loft I do have on the club face is going to allow the ball to pop up in the air. The other thing I want to be aware of is because I've got so much sand between club face and ball, when this ball lands on the green, it's not going to spin. It's going to tend to roll out a little bit more, so I've got to pick a more appropriate target. So if there's trouble on the other side of the green in the direction of the flag, maybe I need to aim away from the flag where I've got a little more green to play with, because my number one priority with the bunker shot is to make sure the next shot I play is hit with a putter. So I don't want to get in here and leave this one in the bunker, the same as I don't want to hit it over the other side of the green by picking an inappropriate target. The last thing that I need to be aware of with this is, with moving less sand, I'm going to need to have a bigger swing. The extra sand is going to slow the club considerably. I need to make a much bigger swing to get more speed so that when I do hit the sand and I get it up, get that ball to explode up onto the green, I've got enough that I can follow through and get enough height to land it on and it won't roll out too far. So the shot's going to look a little like this. I'm going to move the ball a little further back in my stance than I normally would. The reason I'm doing that is that that's going to steepen the attack angle, so the club will get down into the sand a little bit more. I'm trying to make the club to attack the ball more steeply by changing my setup, not by changing my swing. The more of these changes I can do at address, whether it be this shot or any other shot in golf, the more success I'm going to have. So I set up with the ball more middle of my stance instead of forward. I'm going to close the club face, then take my grip, and you can see I've got that considerably closed because I need that leading edge to dig into the sand. I'm going to set up with my weight left. I've got to have a very big swing, nice aggressive swing, and then the club's going to dig down in the sand, pop the ball up in the air. It's going to land on the green and roll, and that's why I'm going to pick at a target so that when it does roll out, I'm still going to stay on the green. So if you can attack it that way, you can see how much deeper that divot was than what a standard bunker shot would be. But you can see the ball popped up in the air quite nicely, landed on the front of the green and then rolled up towards the hole. You could also see as I went through that the amount of resistance I got from the sand, and that was why I needed so much speed with that shot. So get away and practice that a little bit. When you're practicing, don't be afraid to jump on the ball and push it in the sand a little bit. See how deep down you can actually get the ball out of, and then notice when the ball lands on the green how it's going to react, so you can choose appropriate targets when you're out on the golf course and still get it up and down out of these plugged lies.